Good morning, class. Today we're going to work on the unit of basketball. And what we're going to learn today is demonstrate mature techniques for dribbling a basketball. And then we're going to also identify and describe key elements in the mature performance of dribbling a basketball. At the end of this unit, you'll be able to publish on a YouTube channel yourself dribbling the ball while identifying and explaining the key elements to post on a YouTube channel for students to see you globally. Okay, what constitutes a good dribble and its uses? That's one of our essential questions for this assignment. And two, why is it important not to look at the ball when dribbling? Okay, for dribbling the basketball, you need to start with your hips low, back straight, and eyes up. Dribble with finger pads. Pound the ball into the ground. Allow elbow behind the ball and offhand in off end protection. I'll demonstrate dribbling for you, and then you will demonstrate the dribbling. Students will demonstrate dribbling by walking first, and very important that you keep the ball waist height to the floor when dribbling. As dribbling, I see people getting comfortable. You're going to increase the pace, maintain the ball at waist height, pushing into the ground. Once we accomplish that, we're going to make sure we keep our eyes up when we're dribbling so we can see our surroundings, who's coming at us and who's on our team by us. And then we're going to have obstacles that you got to dribble around. So if your head's down, you're not going to see the obstacle, you're going to crash into it. Okay? Then you're going to play, and you're going to dribble the ball and combine it with shooting and passing. So you're going to dribble the ball and then shoot, and then you're going to dribble the ball and pass. So you're going to learn how to dribble with both those things. And then we're going to have two games we're going to play, modified games. One's a dribble relay. The dribble relays, we're going to get into groups of 4, and you're going to race against the other groups. You're going to dribble with your dominant hand. So dominant hand is if you write with your right hand, and your right hand's your dominant hand. And if you write with your left hand is your dominant hand. So we're going to go a distance up and back of 40 feet and 40 feet for a total of 80 feet. You're going to dribble the ball below your waist, so keep it at waist height. You're going to go 40 feet up and back, hand the ball to the next partner in line, and they're going to do the same thing, dribble 40 feet up and back, and we're going to see which group can get done the fastest. So if you can't control the basketball and you're dropping and it's rolling away from you, it's going to take a lot longer. So not necessarily you need to go fast. You need to go slow and controlled until you know how to control the basketball. You know, your hands are small. Basketball is pretty good size. You got to make sure you're on top of the ball when you're dribbling, pushing into the ground. If your eyes aren't up, you might dribble to the left, you might dribble to the right, you might zigzag. So it's very important that you keep your eyes up. That's the first round. If people are struggling, we're going to stick with the first round and do it a few more times. Once we get the understanding of what's going on, we're going to go to our non-dominant hand. So if you're left-handed, you're going to use your right hand. If you're right-handed, you're going to use your left hand. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go 40 feet up, dribbling the ball, and 40 feet back. And you're going to go until all 4 of in your group have taken a turn. So that's that's a competitive, but not really a competitive environment. You're not shooting for points and all that kind of stuff. So the second game is going to be dribble knockout. I'm going to set up 4 cones with your group, make a square, and then you're going to have to dribble the ball. And with your other hand, you're going to dribble the ball and try to knock the ball out of your other teammate's hand. If you knock the ball out of the box and they're out, that's knockout. And then there'll be 3 left. and then until we get down to the final two, and then we'll make the box smaller. So when you're doing this drill, you're learning how to control the ball, but now you have to keep your eyes up. If your head's down, you won't see the other competitor coming to knock your ball out. So he's teaching you to dribble in small space with your eyes up and knowing your surroundings. And then for the evaluation, you're going to have an exit ticket, and you're going to write down the key elements in chronological order, the way that you should do them. And then while you're dribbling, you'll be a teacher observation. I'm looking for you to use the key element, all the key elements in the dribbling, to see that you can successfully understand how to dribble a basketball.